No, pero se puede ver por todo lado. En el cine, que a ver, lo que esta rampa estaba mal. ¿Qué ves? Que la rampa estaba mal.
He's like, I know. Okay. Come on through. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. So I'm gonna start everywhere.
Come in here, buddy.
I borrowed her friend and was like, you can come in. We're just getting started for our program.
Eso es a las 10 de la mañana en un día.
I feel better. Oh, the baby.
Oh. Welcome everyone. Oh, let's go. Welcome to the grand opening of the Sisters in Cinema Media Arts Center. My name is Dr. Yvonne Wallman, and I'm the founder and CEO. This is an historic day marking a very exciting chapter in the Sisters in Cinema project that began, wow, almost 30 years ago. when I was a filmmaker or starting film school, and I only knew the name of one African-American woman director, and it was Julie Dash. I didn't know what she looked like, and I asked my professors to help me find other Black women filmmakers. And they said, one of them said to me, maybe you're the second one. I mean, already, it doesn't even sound right? Okay, so anyway, it didn't sound right to me. So I set out on my journey to find my sisters in cinema. Began with a database, and then I built a website to crowdsource information. I decided to write a history of Black women filmmakers, and I went to Northwestern and did a PhD. So that's how I became Dr. Walden, writing this history that some people said, didn't know existed. Along the way, I also made a feature documentary called Sisters in Cinemas, which some of you all saw earlier today here in our theater. And along the way, I also amassed what is perhaps one of the largest archives of African-American women media makers' work. And some of it is displayed in the archive room, which I think some of you all saw on your tour. This center is a physical representation of that search and continuity and community. But this dream project came to life because of a grant from the city of Chicago for the Neighborhood Opportunity Fund. And it's a matching grant. So it was $250,000, had to find another $250,000 to match it. And that was from the Jonathan Logan Family Foundation. They provided the match. The MacArthur Foundation came on board and really helped guide me to figure out how to fund this project. And through them, they pointed me to where to get our first grant, which was the Field Foundation of Chicago. Now, it's not just grants that make this happen. There are a number of the team is large. It includes our board, our staff, obviously the community. Hundreds of people donated to this project. Also, it took a team to build it. And I'd like to have the VMR team to stand up so you can see who built this place. There's 3 another one on the back. But this is beautiful, right? They did a really beautiful job. As a longtime resident of South Shore, it is an honor to make this deep investment in our community and to reignite the energy that has historically marked the neighborhood. Now, with the opening of the center, Sisters in Cinema is poised to support the continued development of sustainable neighborhood growth, and we couldn't be more excited. This center has the video gallery that you saw coming in, portrait gallery, which is at the center of the center. That's why it's called Sisters in the Center. A cozy 35-seat theater, which you guys are in. We have the Creative Computer Lab. Exhibition space, which also doubles as a conference room. And we celebrate the filmmakers whose portraits and movie posters grace these walls, the industry professionals who continue to inspire, and the audiences who are moved by our stories. Everything we offer here is free. And we want to make it abundantly clear that opportunities to become media makers extend to all of our communities. Your engagement and support mean the world to us, and we are immensely grateful for your continued partnership on this journey. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, this is Community Day, and we're really excited that we have 3 pillars of our community represented here today. And they're going to each come up and say a few words. We have Val Free from the Neighborhood Network Alliance. We have Anton Seals from South Shore Work. And the Neighborhood Network Alliance is for us, the community. South Shore Works really supports the nonprofits like Sisters in Cinema in the community. And everybody knows Tanya Trice, who's taking care of business. But before they come up and speak, I would like to introduce you to a very important person that everyone in South Shore needs to know. It is the founding director of the Sisters in Cinema Media Arts Center, Samira Abraham.
Thank you. That is wow. And we'll get to know each other slowly. You know I'm not get to know everyone so quickly, but I'm so happy to be part of the South Shore community now, and I'm looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you. I'm Samira Abraham, the director of the Sisters Cinema Media Arts Center. We are officially at day 2 of our space being open to the public. It has been a great opening weekend so far, and the joy and optimism that has been shared in the space has motivated me to make sure that you all keep coming back. I'm looking forward to the screenings we will show, to the exhibits we will continue to host in our gallery, video gallery, but I am most enthusiastic about our workshops and class offerings. I want the center to be a home for creativity and curiosity, for it to be accessible for anyone who has an inkling or an interest in media making, editing, script writing, and beyond. Whether you're a seasoned professional or a budding enthusiast, there is a place for you here. Ultimately, I want this center to represent possibility. The very first time I stepped into this space, or one of my interviews, it was very clear to me that this center was a vision fully realized. And part of that vision includes community and community transformation, and the reason why we wanted to and will continue to host community programs. So thank you very much. I'm so happy that you are all here today, and I'd like to bring Anton Valfrey to the stage. Thank you.
On the count of 3, say it loud and say it proud. 1, and to make sure you turn to the person next to you. 1, 2, 3. Hey, neighbor! Okay. Yvonne, this is amazing. You have just scaled up 75th Street, just in case you didn't know. Property values are going to raise. Walking, people are going to start walking. More businesses are going to want to be on the business corridors. If this was a sleeping giant, it has just woke up. I am so proud to be a South Shore resident and know that this is here so that it is for all of us and it is transformative. So I would like to say congratulations, and Sisters in Cinema, welcome to the neighborhood.
Okay, thank you. Next up, we have Anton Steele.
All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. I think I can use this. My name is Anton Steele Jr. I have the distinct honor of being a lifelong South Shore resident all day, every day. And I'm your neighbor, too. I live right down the street on Paxton, so we'll be over here. And I'm a filmmaker. This is actually how Yvonne and I met, was at Sundance. We had known each other, but we hadn't met. So it's a great memory. It was fun. It was a fun experience. And my role in filmmaking has been producing what they now call impact producing. And I worked on several films with Articulate. So I was just really excited when I heard about this coming. And I know the long struggle that it's taken for this to actually get open. So I'm super proud of you and your team because I know the stick-to-itiveness it takes to see these things through. Sometimes these things are announced and then people gather all their ideas about it, but the work to actually get it done takes a lot. So at South Shore Works, we've gone through many different kind of transformative ways, and we have a new executive director, Tudros Crawford, who we kind of met earlier. But we're here to support. This is a great district, a great neighborhood, one of the best neighborhoods in Chicago. So I'm looking forward to, screening things here, partnering with this, and then lastly, I would just say that The importance of telling our story, in particular women telling our story. There's a story that needs to be told at this time that we have been living through. And from a brother's perspective, it has been mostly the women who are doing the work. That has been my testimony, and that is what I want witnessed, which is the foundation of art. It is to witness and to testify. So I want to just leave you all with those things as you embark on your home here, that we must continue to make this and pour into this establishment. And so I'm so excited for you and the team and for South Shore. So this is a big W for us, especially number 5. So I'm excited. So thank you for having me, and I'm super excited. So I think my dear sister Tanya is probably next, so I can do the honors of passing the mic to Tanya Trice.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I have been telling people all day to make sure they came to this event, and I almost forgot I was supposed to be here. I apologize, but I had the pleasure of being here yesterday for the official ribbon cutting ceremony with Yvonne and the entire Sisters in Cinema team. And, you know, I am beyond words when I say how proud I am of you all for what you have accomplished in such a difficult market, a difficult time. And the one thing that is most impressive about all of this is not just a development project that will be transformative for 75th Street, but it's a smart development project. The way you all put this project and packaged everything together, and I don't want to tell your business, but you were able to do this with very little debt. That's the goal. Zero debt. Every developer aspires for, to have zero debt on their business. You know, we have seminars that talk about how to finance projects and small business capital, and everyone always leave these projects with a gap in their funding. And I know that this project is not hard, but you are proof that there are resources and avenues out there as long as you don't give up and seek out the right consultation and support. And again, I'm just so very proud of you, Yvonne. This project is one of about 10 that we have in the community right now of resident-led development projects, which means that the people in the community know what we want to see in our community. And they are taking steps to open the doors and bring these culturally relevant businesses to the community. And so, again, let Yvonne be an inspiration to you. What a wonderful time of the year to open it, Women's History Month, right? You have made history yourself. You have paid homage to the culture of our community. And regardless of what anyone says about South Shore, it's changing and things are looking different, the culture has the right to remain, and you have just solidified that in the South Shore community. The culture and your legacy will remain in South Shore. And thank you so much. You know that I get a lot of flack about 75th Street. You just made my job easier.
Wow, that was
There we
really
go.
beautiful. Well, we have one final speaker today, and that is one of our founding board members, long-time South Shore resident, Dr. Christina.
Thank you, Iman. So I am to do an ask, but Tanya actually just did the opening for the ask, really. So I want to say it's been a beautiful couple of days, day 2, in terms of just like hearing people's stories. People say they've seen the center, they've been watching the center, you know, under development for the last 3 years. Folks who say we've been waiting for you and thank you for being here. Others of us who have been long-time South Shore folks who remember when we used to have, if you're a long-time person, the Hamilton and Jeffrey Theater, you could walk. I used to walk to the Hamilton Jeffrey Theater when I was a kid. But what I want to just really say is, these are all the wonderful ways that Yvonne has used all of her business acumen, her skill, her vision to create the center. And yesterday early, somebody coined the term, the house that Yvonne built, essentially. So, but it's going to be the house that you all sustain, right? So all of us will sustain. So there are ways that you can give. There are ways you can give today. You've always been able to do it, but I just want to remind you, you can use the QR code. Today, you can go to the website. There's staff people that are here that can take, I think, to do a swipe code, because they did some of that last night. But what we want you to think about is actually being an ongoing partner. So not today, not just this weekend, but all the way and all the years that it's going to take for us to continue to grow, so that you, your daughters, your nieces, their nieces will be able to understand what it means to have a center like this in their community and can vision for themselves also. So please give. If you have questions, please ask staff. Thank you for being here, and we're looking forward to ongoing our relationship. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say one last thing. We did a number of focus groups, surveys, workshops. We met with a lot of community members. And one of the things they were really excited about was this space opening. So it really did. I really did make this open. But what Chris said about staying open was really stressed, and they wanted everything to stay free. So they were like, stay open and stay free, so that everybody can participate and enjoy this space. So just keep that in mind. We're trying to stay open, because we know what happens in South Georgia sometimes.
Yeah.
You can get it open, but can you stay open? So it is going to take all of us to make sure everything stays moving. And no barriers, stay free. Thank you all so much for joining us, and enjoy the space. Oh, anybody have any questions? Yes.
When we talked about the giving in an ongoing way, are you talking about something that's done like NPR, $50 a month for every, for years?
Yes, that's a great question. So we do have, it is possible to become what is called a sustaining donor. So just as you can, whatever you can do it monthly, you can do it quarterly, or you can be annual. You can be an annual donor. And you all know no donation is too small, and definitely no donation is too large. And folks outside can help you. You can, scan the QR code, and there's those options there. We also have an auction where you can give it another way. We have some interesting experiences. You can actually get at the center. One of the options is for you to book this theater. Have a little party. You get the lounge. You get the whole area in the theater for you and 35 of your closest friends to come and see the movie you want to see. So that's actually one of the items on the auction. I'm actually on the auction too. You need some help trying to figure out how to do what I just did? You can get me. But I'm on the auction too. So there are some great opportunities available. So there's so many different ways you can support us. So thank you.
Like we can have some.
I don't know if you, stand up, Vicente. Do you want to stand up? Yeah. That's another way you can support us. You see the cap, it's good, t-shirt, good. We have some tote bags, good. So there are different ways you can support us. And anybody on the live stream, just reach out to us, and we're more than happy to help you get some merch too. And I think that's it.
Yes, I think someone said that there are potentially 10 other projects in process in South Shore. Could you speak to that?
Some of the guys are here today. How many stories is that building on 71st? 77th Exchange?
72nd Exchange, that is 17 stories.
And I can't wait. It's a 17-story building where that old grocery store was that burned down. Oh yeah, the food exchange. Those guys were here today. That's one project. It's a high-rise. with retail on the ground floor. Do you want to come through, talk about something?
Sure.
At 79th Street, I mean, there's like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's,
And they're like some guys from the community who got that lot and decided to turn it into a building that I'm gonna probably live in there.
yeah, there are, quite a few projects happening around the South Shore community. So the Thrive Exchange project on 72nd. We have Yogi Studio that just opened on 71st, Julia Perkins. We have the Bennett Place project. They're putting in a new restaurant and a shared kitchen concept at 1900 East 71st Street. Those are residents from the Jackson Park Highlands that pulled their money together to buy a building over there. We have the Slab Barbecue expansion. What else do we have? The South Shore Chamber is also developing a building for 71st Street at 2309 East 71st Street. We have Leon Walker's project at the corner of 79th and Exchange.
What's the one that's a jazz restaurant that's coming?
Yeah, Rico, what's the name of that? Ron Rico Pizza.
Pizza Jazz.
Pizza Jazz, that's coming up the street on 75th Street.
In Yates?
What will it be?
No, it's
What is
not
that?
on Yates.
What's the one that's at 50 It's closer to
Cafe,
going in the direction of you.
there's a cafe,
On 75th and Yates?
it's a cafe.
That's on 79th Street, I think. You're talking about Urban Lux Cafe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
Yeah,
just
that's
started.
on 79th Street. They just recently opened. And what else do we have? Oh, we have a new cannabis dispensary coming to 69th and 79th.
And I don't know what happened with the start.
And the Lisa Starks project, the movie theater, the Ice Theater coming to 71st and Jeffrey. Yeah, that will have a bowling alley and a movie theater. Yeah, she's still working on that. We also have Galley Studio, which is a culinary arts program and a cooking lessons program. And all of these are residents that live in the South Shore community. The only one that's not a resident, I think, is Leon Walker. But he does have ties to the South Shore.
He was developmental institute, his parents.
That's right, his parents own, yeah, and they grew up here. So we have quite a few projects that are active and currently underway in the community. This is really a great, great time for South Shore, and we have resources coming into the community for more development projects. And one thing also that I wanted to mention, Yvonne, is the very best thing about this is yesterday, you had the Neighborhood Opportunity Fund, the entire team was here. And for you to demonstrate that you can get the doors open also proved that South Shore is ready and can sustain more development in the South Shore community. That's why it's so important to keep those doors open. Yes.
Do you have any information about the interface between the Obama Center and any impact that's gonna have on the greater South Shore?
Well, yeah, he was at our Quality of Life Plan meeting this morning, Marcus Miller, and Anton, you may know Marcus's title. So, the Obama Presidential Center has promised to bring, I think, 750,000 tourists into the community every year, or to the center. And they do have plans to try and send that traffic and tourism to the surrounding communities. But the goal is, and the objective is to make sure that the communities are also ready. So we have to do our part because, you know, what does it mean for the Obama Center to be in the center of 3 communities that are not really fully developed? So that's why we are racing against time. The resources are coming, but, you know, resources always come in slow. And we're doing our very best. We have a meeting coming up with the Obama Center in about 2 weeks to talk about how they can be more supportive to the organizations and the communities, and how we can discuss ways where even if the tourists don't come to the community, how can we bring our services and products to the Obama Presidential Center so that the businesses can also benefit from that influx of tourism dollars. So we are working diligently, trying to get some, dine-in options, some shopping options, entertainment for the tourists to explore the surrounding areas.
That's right. So like, this is like such a nice community space, and learning a lot in this space. Thank you all so much. And that's it, I think. That's it. All right. Thank you so much. We can, it's video. Oh, Chris will do it.